So this is going to be my first episode of Uncommon Sense. So, I was just listening to Bloomberg News this morning, and it is the 25th of October, 2022. And the CEO, the lady who runs General Motors, is on there talking about how, you know, they're worried about how much they're going to be able to buy and how much they're going to be able to build because they're doing their projected sales for next year. And one of the commentators, or one of the hosts, asked what type of car she drove. And she said, oh, I have an electric Hummer. An electric Hummer. So, I wanted to say thank you to the, I think, British host that's on Bloomberg in the morning, because he was like, really? So, how much did it cost to make that vehicle? That the parts came from coal-powered plants. How much does it cost to charge it when you plug it in at home? Okay, there's not an electric plug in the center of the earth that we just plug crap into that charges your electric car. Your electric car is charged by a factory, an electric company that is probably using coal or some other type of propane, gas, something that's gas related, okay? Coal related. Cheap energy. Yes. And how much damage does a Hummer do to the roads? It's a 9,000-pound vehicle. How much do the tires cost on that Hummer? Because they're really big tires. How much rubber do you use? What's the carbon footprint of a tire? And the other hosts were like, well, they're American. And they're like, oh, but you're missing, at least they're doing something. No, they're not. They're not doing anything. The Hummer, they said, base model, the one that she's, $110,000. $110,000. That's more than you pay for houses in the Midwest, okay? This is absolutely ridiculous. And so the British host was calling the American hosts out. He's like, I'm just saying, you missed the mark. Doesn't matter. It's like saying, oh, well, you know, I solar heat my 10,000 square foot home. Me and my wife live there. So 2 people need 10,000 square feet. Really? You couldn't live in a, I don't know, 2,000 square foot home, the 2 of you? Do you hate each other that much that you need 5,000 square feet for yourself? Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, she's going to plug in her Hummer that's charged by a coal factory, which I don't see is how any different than getting, what if you bought the baseline model of an American-made little car that gets, you know, 30 miles to a gallon on gas. Because, well, it's just a little car. It's not a big deal. She's not driving around with a bunch of people in it. Doesn't need a Hummer. She could just drive around in a little, like, what did they used to make? What was it? Chevy, Chevette? How about Cavalier? I had one of those. How about Ford? Ford had the Escort. Honda had the Civic. How about some of those little cars that don't take a lot of gas, that, you know, first-time buyers can get? Oh, it's not cool, according to the American hosts. Americans like their big cars. Well, there's the problem. Americans like their big houses. Makes them look important. They got all that room. They got a big car. All right, there's our problem. Part of our problem. So there's your very first installment of Uncommon Sense Rant. I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you agree. Bye.